went out to the shed the other day, and I've been meaning to do this for a while. Got this old table that we've been using as a workbench, but it's been too low. The legs are too low for it.
You're pretty tall.
Yeah, well, I wanted.
It's fine for me. But I'm not the one working on it most of the time.
I found I was bending over, hunched over all the time when I was working on it, so I wanted a decent height.
Yeah.
So I figured I had all this spare timber lying around, so why not make some legs and beef it up a bit and get it a bit higher off the ground, so.
That's excellent too, because you take a table like this that, this one was free. We got it secondhand.
Yeah.
And
exactly right.
you don't really need to buy a lot of timber in order to make something that you need.
Right. It was one of those extendable tables too. That's why I put the braces on there, just to close it all up and lock it in place.
Okay, yeah.
So this is that spare timber I had lying around.
All of this was just spare materials. You didn't buy anything for this. Even the brackets, those flat plates you put on to hold the table together, were left over from when we did the bed frame.
Yeah. It just worked out cheaper to buy a bunch of them in one hit, so I had all these left over.
I like that. Buy a little extra every time you get something. That's how you kind of increase your supply.
Yeah,
that you have these materials on hand.
Yeah.
And these boards, we had gotten those for free too. We went to buy wood from someone, and then they had a bunch of junk stuff in a trailer that we're like, hey, is that up for grabs?
Yeah. They said just pick through what you want. So, yeah, all these, I suppose they're 3x4s. They're a bit bigger than the general 2x4s. So
yeah.
A bit chunkier. So they're ideal for legs, and to brace the tabletop to the legs. So it was good. Worked out well.
It's nice that the existing table had those wood, where it had been screwed to the legs so that you could use that for the new ones as well.
Yeah.
That bracing.
To brace everything initially, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
It's nice, too, to have come, along far enough that initially when we started doing things and doing projects, we didn't have a lot of the supplies, now it's comfortable. It seems more,
Right, for sure. Yeah, we tend not to throw things away because we figure, we can use this down the track somewhere.
Yeah, the more projects we do, I think we get a better sense of what actually is garbage and what is usable.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, this isn't the new tape measure, but man, am I glad we threw that other broken tape. I'll tell you what, you get a half-ripped tape measure. Oh, you can't close it. It's such a drag. Yeah. Tape measures just aren't that expensive.
It becomes a deadly weapon in the end, too.
Seriously, right?
Bad with those things,
for real.
Yeah. But this ended up being good fun. And like I said, it was just on a whim. I just went out there and thought, I'm going to have a go at this table and see what we can do with it.
Well, necessity is the mother of invention, right? I'm sick of having a sore back.
Yeah. Well, initially having to do all this work, I'm bending over quite a bit.
Yeah, I know.
Pretty ironic.
I know, right? You're making a table so you don't get back pain, and making the table gives you back pain.
Right.
But hopefully for the last time.
Yeah, that was only initially what I was setting it all up.
I like the footprint on the 4x4.
Right.
Or 3x4. Anything that's square, I call a 4x4. Anything that's rectangular, I call it a 2x4. Even though I know they're not, but at least gives you the sense.
Yeah.
1x1, 2x2. If it's square-ish.
No, they're ideal for legs though. They're nice and chunky. They work out well. This is where I used some leftover 2x4s to do the bottom railing to secure it all together.
Yeah. And even if you had smaller pieces, you could have done a small one on the left, a small one on the right, and joined them together in the center. There's so many ways around things, Well,
this was an 8-foot length, and I ended up using the offcut from this on the ends. So one 8-foot length,
cool.
One side and one end. So
excellent.
It worked out well. Love those 3-inch screws.
I tell you what,
Coming
they're
in, it's
excellent.
amazing, for sure.
I'd say, would you say use the 3-inch ones much more than any of the other ones?
Yeah, especially on jobs like this where you've got a fair bit of timber you have to secure, and they work out well.
No sense in wasting the red mahogany on staining this, huh?
No, I wouldn't think so. Just a workbench.
Right. It's such a Frankenstein piece, but it's awesome.
You can see the length of the original
Legs.
there. Too.
Yeah. And now we have 4
Probably
legs
shorter.
to use for another project, which
Yeah.
is kind of cool.
Exactly right. And this is also board that was lying around up against the wall there. So that was previously a bench top from one of the old places in the studio. So it's been sitting around for a while.
Love it. Love that we're smart enough not to throw stuff like that away or burn it, you know?
Gets repurposed again.
I shouldn't say smart enough. Experienced enough is really the truth. And also that storage under there is going to be great.
Yeah.
Especially for offcuts. Offcuts come in so handy, especially for little projects.
Well, made it big enough so we can put those Rubbermaids in for those offcuts, you know?
Yeah.
Put them on the shelf. Plus there's room underneath if we want to slide anything under the base of that as well.
Well, we do have like roofing shingles and stuff that we have, although
Yeah.
that's already under something else. But yeah, something flat like that.
Yeah, just securing the tabletops of those side banks at the moment.
What's that table made out of? Was it solid wood or was it like a
it's
pressed?
solid wood.
Yeah. That's one of the things too, you know, rather than going out and buying brand new wood, I mean, you know, the auctions we go to, we might take y'all along. We're going to go to an auction next week, something that happens in the South that didn't happen in Chicago or Australia.
Right.
So,
Yo.
oh, did I say y'all?
Yeah.
I've been living in the South too
You're
long.
getting the South down pat, huh?
Up north, we go, yous guys, you guys.
Y'all come back, you hear?
Use in Australia, you guys say use.
Yeah.
Use with an S on the end. That word doesn't really exist in English. But I
Well,
like
it does if you've got a group of female sheep.
Yeah, it's spelled a little different, but yep. You got me there. Look at that. Great job, babe.
Thanks.